Derrick Sanderson here, Keller Williams, really Chico, California. I've had a lot of questions about everything going on with the coronavirus. Are we headed to another housing crash? Are we headed into a recession? So I just want to take a quick second and actually just shoot this video to hopefully answer a few questions. Specifically, in this video, I want to talk about, are we headed to a housing crash? Absolutely not. At least that's what all the numbers are saying. And I want to go over 5 things with you of why I believe and why a lot of people believe we are not going to see a housing crash due to what's going on with the coronavirus. Here's the deal. 1, mortgage standards are completely different today than they were 14 years ago. 14 years ago, it was incredibly easy to get a home loan. Today, it's much tougher to qualify. 2, prices are not soaring out of control. Though prices appreciate, and they have been appreciating quite strong, it's nowhere near the rise in prices that actually preceded the crash in '06 to '08. And though there might be pockets where you've seen prices soar, like in Chico, California, because of a natural disaster, by and large, we are not seeing those appreciation values rise extremely fast. They're strong, just not rising like they did before the housing crash. 3, we don't have a surplus of inventory. Here's the deal. In a normal market, it takes about 6 months of inventory for a normal market. If you have more inventory than that, then that actually begins to drive home prices down because there's so much inventory. Here's the deal. We actually have not enough inventory. So that's going to keep prices elevated. 4, housing became way too expensive to buy leading into '06 and '08. There's an affordability formula that everybody looks at, and it has 3 key components. 1, the price of the house. 2, the wages of the purchaser. And 3, the mortgage rates that are available at the time. Well, 14 years ago, prices were high, wages were low, and the average mortgage rate was over 6%. Well, today prices are high. However, wages have risen, and with historically low interest rates hovering between 3 and 4%, that means that the average family pays less of their monthly income towards their mortgage payment than they did back then. It's more affordable to own a home. 5, people are equity rich. They're not tapped out. Leading up to '06 through '08, what we saw happening was people were treating their homes like ATM machines, and they kept pulling cash out of their homes. And so they became very tapped out. Well, a lot of people learned their lesson. And I can tell you that today we're not seeing that happen. Though when the interest rates dropped off and they became historically low, we saw a lot of refinancing. But the majority of people refinancing were pouring that money back into their house, taking the lower rate and the lower monthly payment. So we're not seeing people repeat the behaviors that they did before. Here's the bottom line. Concerns about a housing market crash and even a recession are absolutely real. But I can tell you what's going on in our current atmosphere, we'll call it, is not housing driven. It's virus driven. It's driven by the coronavirus, by COVID-19. But here's the deal. Everybody's situation is different. So if you have questions, thoughts, concerns about your family's home buying or selling experience and does it make sense right now, please seek out a real estate professional. I would love to be that person for you, just to be able to sit down and talk about what's actually best for you and your family. Because at the end of the day, that's my heart. That's who I am. I care more about you and your family's decisions and the choices that will benefit your family more than I'm worried about myself. So if you have questions, concerns, need to process, please reach out to me. And like everybody else, I'm practicing social distancing. So I'm more than happy to set up a one on one virtual consultation with you or a phone call. I hope you have a great day, and I hope I answered some of your questions. Again, if you have other questions, please feel free to reach out.